I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, good morning to you. Welcome to the Front Porch. It is June 30th. Wow, the last day of June. My name's Kenny Dean, and welcome to the Front Porch.
Well,
Are you making noise over
I'm
there?
making noise. I had to get my coffee thing
The gray on. I'm liking the gray.
Well, thank you.
I got my landscape.
Now, can you see that PM up there?
Yeah, kind of.
PM,
I see the
yeah.
P anyway.
Yeah.
Reverend Gerald Carnes, a good Monday morning to you, buddy.
Hey, good morning to you as well.
And thank you for being with us this week. And let me just tell you, our buddy Ryan Fuller, the producer, he's always coming up to better the show, which it needs a lot of bettering all the time. But it's got a graphic of the thought of the day, Duncan Memorial Methodist Church, Pastor Gerald Carnes, and a beautiful picture of Duncan Memorial with a sunrise or sunset in it. Beautiful, just absolutely gorgeous.
I think that's a sun.
That is a beautiful picture. There was one of our members took that one afternoon. She was passing by, and she pulled in and took that picture. It was a sunset. Yeah, it was just gorgeous. And so I appreciate you doing that. For sure.
Well, we appreciate y'all. Like I said, appreciate you being with us this week. It goes into the 4th of July. Believe it or not, Friday is the 4th of July. Any plans for you or the church, or y'all got things going on at the church this week?
We'll have our usual Bible study and choir practice on Wednesday night, but no special church event for the 4th of July. You know, lots of people have different plans, I know, but as a church, we sort of had a patriotic service yesterday with of our hymns and our message and whatnot was kind of geared towards that, but no special activity coming up this week. But we appreciate all that's going on in the community, and I know there's a lot of things people can take advantage of this week, and especially on Thursday, I understand. But we'll be prayerfully supporting those things.
Well, and we want people to, number one, be safe this week. We got to remember, our independence. It's 4th of July, but it's our independence. So we need to think about those brave men and women that gave us our independence, our freedom. And well, maybe we take light of that. I don't know, Reverend, but anyhow, we appreciate you being with us, and we'll go ahead and turn it over to you right now for the Front Porch Thought of the Day.
Well, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure and an honor to be with you, so thank you for the invitation. I, too, was kind of thinking about this week being the days leading up to the 4th of July. I think, like most people, love our country and pray for our country on a daily basis, and just thankful to live here. And so I kind of want to gear our thoughts towards the founding of our country these next few days, and also to offer some prayers. In the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus offered these words to his disciples and to us this morning. He said, "You are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do they light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a lampstand, and it gives light to all who are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." Certainly beautiful words, meaningful words to us as Christians who seek to live in a way that honors God, glorifies God, and seeks to be a blessing to other people. Early in our country's history, in fact, on April the 8th of 1630, there was a gentleman by the name of John Winthrop. He was an English lawyer who was on his way to what would become the United States with a group of Puritans, and he shared with them a message, a model of Christian charity. And in this sermon, he presented his vision of the future of an American society. And he used these words of Jesus from Matthew's Gospel. and shared with those early pilgrims and Puritans some of these words, and he said, the only way to provide for our posterity is to follow the counsel of Micah, to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with our God. For this end, we must be knit together in this work as one man. We must entertain each other in brotherly affection. We must be willing to abridge ourselves to superfluities for the supply of others' necessities. We must uphold a familiar commerce together in all meekness, gentleness, patience, and liberality. We must delight in each other, make others' conditions our own, rejoice together, mourn together, labor and suffer together, always having before our eyes our commission and community in this work as members of the same body. So shall we keep the unity of the Spirit and the bond of peace. The Lord will be our God and delight to dwell among us as his own people, and will command a blessing on us in all our ways, so that we shall see much more of his wisdom, power, goodness, and truth than formerly we have been acquainted with. And so he went on to say that there is now set before us life and death, good and evil, and that we are commanded this day to love the Lord our God and to love one another, to walk in his ways, to keep his commandments and his ordinances and his laws, that we may live and be multiplied, and that the Lord our God may bless us in this land, whither we go to possess. And this is the sermon, again, that he shared with some of his fellow pilgrims as they were establishing a new colony and what would eventually become our country. And it's amazing to me that to be able to read from this sermon and passages like it that show us and make clear to us that our nation was indeed founded on biblical principles. And I hope that we will keep that in mind and pray that our country might recover that foundation. And I will close with this prayer from George Washington, and this is a letter that he wrote on June 8, 1783. He said, I now make it my earnest prayer that God would most graciously be pleased to dispose us all to do justice, to love mercy, and to demean ourselves with that charity, humility, and pacific temper of mind which were the characteristics of the divine author of our blessed religion, Jesus Christ, and without a humble imitation of whose example in these things, we can never hope to be a happy nation. So certainly George Washington, our first president, praying that we might all follow the example of Christ and remember that we are the light that is set on the hill, and that we are, I think, an example to the other nations around the world. So I pray God help us to do that and be that kind of people. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. What a great week what a great thought for the day to start off our Independence Week. And for that, thank you so much. And we look forward to hear the rest of the story this week there, Gerald Carnes.
Well, I look forward to it as well. Thank you for having me on this show. All
right, my friend. Thank you. Have a great day, too.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Gerald Carnes getting our day started. Before we jump right into the weather, round 2 of the Keys to Summer Kalijah Country 97.5 starts today. I got 2 clues. One I'll give you right now. A new zone is now in play. 28 keys in the area will lay. One more time. A new zone is now in play. 28 keys in the area will lay. 70 degrees outside, a little froggy in the area, especially up around Frog Eye, right? Andy Tucker. 84 for high today. Yep, we in that zone now for these thunderstorms. A good chance. We just say that we say 100% chance rather than 40%. Then tonight, same old thing. About a 20% chance of rain, so watch out. 71 for a low. Going into July the 1st, we're going to start off with rain, 85 and 70. Now, what's showing right now, the first really week of going into the 4th of July weekend, low 90s, low 70s, a slight chance of rain each and every day. So just be careful with the weather. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Alex City Marine. They're careful with your boat when they're working on it. They're servicing it. They will make sure that when you put it in the lake, it's ready to go. That's Alex City Marine. They're ready to go. Cherokee Road, Town and Country, ready to go. Good morning to you there, Reverend, and all the girls there at Cherokee Road at Town and Country Cleaners. They're open from 7 until 5 today. Looking for you to come by and just meet them and let them tell you what they are all about for you.
Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of our citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-5762. or go to acpr.recdesk.com.
Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Corey's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
Henderson Towing, Alexander City, 24-hour towing, jump starts, door unlocks, local and long distance towing, heavy duty towing. So let's get old Big Hoss to the rescue today. Here's that number. Now keep it handy. Henderson Towing, 256-392-4554, 256-392-4554. Henderson Towing, 24-hour towing, 256-392-4554.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting. Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park. And there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
And welcome back to the show. Our guest today, 6:30 to 7:30, because that boy's got a lot to talk about, especially the 4th of July week with Russell Lands, my old buddy Robert Gunn, 6:30 to 7:30. Jim Clanton will be out here with Jim's Pharmacy at 7:30. I always look forward to Jim coming out here. Well, Maggie and Nick Whaley, Nick Whaley, they wrap up the Dean Children's anniversary week today, celebrating number 7, believe it or not. So congratulations to them. There they are right there with a baby girl and WW, and she's 2 years old and knows how to spell her name, Genevieve. Unbelievable. They're right in front of in our front yard, but Maggie sang to her, sang it to her, and that's how she. A lot of folks don't know how to spell Genevieve. Now WW, well, his name fits. They went to the beach this week. I had a good time getting it all in before school starts back. She'll be, I think, starting her 12th year in school. Which is a second grade teacher at Jim Pearson. Of course, Nick is one of the assistant principals at Benjamin Russell. So thank y'all for everything you've done for the family. And there's baby girl and WW right after a game or before a game, a little all-star game. They're crazy about each other, and they fight. Well, she can hang in there with them. I went to farmers market like I do on Saturdays, and this Saturday I loaded up with a lot of veggies and to the Mann family. I got to tell one on the Mann family, but I won this. Now Tyler, my buddy Tyler, not Dalton, he's a Tyler. What's Dad's name? Tyler last night. Gardner. Dad blame me. And most time I call Tyler Dalton, Tyler Gardner. Sorry about that. But he said, sign up for the giveaway. So I did. Well, about 3 o'clock mid-afternoon, he called. I have never been so surprised. Best watermelon we've had this week. I don't know where it came from because everybody there pitches in. And he said, watch those Mann peppers. They're kind of hot. He didn't know it. I'd already bought $5 worth from Mr. Mann Saturday morning. He's supplying me because mine not putting off like they should. But it had honey, pickles, radishes. That's a kind of a hot pot holder right there on the left you're looking at. Some red, white, and blue coasters, some peaches, some leather work. But I was just blown away, and even a candle. So thank y'all so much. So make sure when you go to the farmers market this coming Saturday, and they will be having it Saturday morning, 7 to 11, which will be the 5th. It will be in process, but make sure you sign up for that gift basket because that is a nice basket. Friday, I went to Coon's Corner. We've been talking about they're out there cooking on the grill. Jennifer pulled off a slab of ribs. I finished them off last night. They were just falling off the bone good. We'll let you know more what they got going on this week. As Martha Keel, Tommy Worthy, both of you, thank y'all for the tomatoes. We got so many tomatoes that Ellen, she's having good days right now. And on her good days, she was canning tomatoes Saturday. She still got some canning to go, but thank both of y'all for all of those. And then last night, Dylan and Lauren were in from Alaska. And Ellen made you talking about a country meal that I'll probably eaten off of for, 3 or 4 days, which ain't going to make me mad at all. But it's been a good week. She's feeling good. So I think through all this with Ellen Dean, I think she's going to appreciate life more. Maybe you've been through the same thing. You were going through some tough times. And when you started feeling good, you got out and did things that, well, you hadn't been able to do in a while, and you appreciate it. Camp Aska, everyone at Camp Aska, both campers and staff are safe. However, lightning struck the dining hall, and the building has suffered fire and water damage. Unfortunately, they will not be able to have campers with us this week. So we'll keep you up to date on that. But I'm just glad nobody was hurt with that. Lightning has been pretty tough here lately. Rain we've had, when it comes, it comes.
Saw some all weekend. But I want to shout out Quarterback Club. Friday night had a big crowd over the drawdown Friday night over at Russell Marine. Had a good turnout. A lot of folks there.
Thank y'all.
Saturday, the lightning on the lake. We got out on the lake, and you've heard of storm chasers. We were being chased by the storm. I mean, we would run from the storms. And yesterday,
good for y'all though.
Yeah, yesterday I had to go to Auburn last night, yesterday afternoon, and in Camp Hill, I'd never seen so many strikes at one time. It's just it was like a light show.
Yeah.
It was just like boom, 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 boom.
I like to watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to watch. I bet we had a lot of. If you could pull up a map on your phone on the radar thing and show all the lightning strikes. There was a lot of them yesterday.
Be careful with lightning too. Hey, don't forget about put it on your things to do for tomorrow night. Come on down to Lake Martin Pizza for the 21st anniversary of Kalijah Country 97.5. Marty Rabin will be down there, who was there last year. Remember, he's team back up with Shenandoah, and they are playing all over the place. He'll be there just as far as the just a solo act. So it'll be a free concert as far as that goes. But of course, you better get there early if you want a pizza. I've heard people say sometimes
there's a wait.
Yeah,
there's quite a wait.
There's a wait, but my understanding, not my understanding, I know the wait is worth it. Kalijah Country, congratulations. So we'll look forward to seeing y'all down there tomorrow night. A lot going on still this week. There's some things right there. Oh, let me go ahead and mention this about Coons Corner. I was talking about them a while ago. Whole smoked Boston butts, $35. Pick up Thursday, July the 3rd. That's a good price. You can cook them out on your grill. You know how to do it, but sometimes it's just your time. You know that better than anybody. Also Thursday, July 3rd, $11 a plate on grilled chicken halves with one side. So here's your meal. The grills are going to be popping. They're going to be cooking this week. Elks Lodge Thursday night. I may have to get in touch with somebody about bingo night. I would say they would not have it, but I don't want to say that because I really don't know for 100% on that. Farmers Market, like I say, it will be going on Saturday morning. And they will be, and things are coming off right now, folks. They are coming off left and right. We're going to take a left and bring Robert Gunn on right. Well, Salvation Army, they're gearing up for this week, and they are ready to see you. So come on down to the Salvation Army and introduce yourself. Maybe you're brand new to the area, and you want to know what they're all about yourself. Well, go find out from the Salvation Army, 6800 US 280.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
At Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air, your comfort is our priority. As we gear up for yet another season of unpredictable Alabama weather, we are encouraging all of our customers to ensure their safety and comfort with the installation of a whole home generator. Don't be left in the dark. Generators provide power quickly during an outage, ensuring your home's essential appliances are running efficiently. If whole home comfort and peace of mind is what you're looking for, look no further than Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air for the installation of your new generator.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SEC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Craving something convenient and delicious? Well, head over to Lake Martin Pizza Company, Highway 63 in Alex City. Lake Martin Pizza on 63 is always serving up mouth-watering pizza made from the freshest ingredients. From classic pepperoni to their signature specials loaded with fresh vegetables and savory meats, there's something for everyone in the whole family. The cozy outdoor dining area is the perfect spot to enjoy a meal together and enjoy live entertainment. Or grab yours to go. Lake Martin Pizza Company on Highway 63, where great food and great times are always just a slice away.
.628 on a Monday morning, and thank you, Mike Lucas. We will, the Elks Lodge will not have bingo Thursday night because it is 4th of July. Seemed like I told Robert Gunn we were just doing Memorial Day yesterday, and here it is, 4th of July. That
where has the year gone?
I know.
And, you know, it seems like we were just in Birmingham at the Birmingham Boat Show, and here it is talking about July 4th.
I'm loving the 4th of July shirt,
my retro shirt. I pulled this out of the back of the closet.
I'm liking it.
Yeah. So yeah, my anyway, yeah.
Let me ask you something. The 4th of July. Yeah, but speaking of being patriotic, the 4th of July. Does Robert Gunn get to enjoy the 4th of July?
I shoot the biggest fireworks in the Southeast. Who wouldn't enjoy that, right?
I've never thought about it that way. I've never thought about that.
Who wouldn't enjoy? I mean, I get to hang out with Scott Blake.
Yeah.
I know, here comes the boom.
Yeah.
Here comes the boom.
Yeah, you know,
yeah.
it's really kind of fun down there.
Okay, well,
Scott, I think, had his first experience last year being a part of what all goes on, and he got to ride the stage. There aren't very many people in this world that have ridden the stage.
Have you ridden the stage? When it's
no, I rode on the stage, but I've never been when they turned it on.
So there are just a handful of people in this world that have ridden on the stage. But you know, it's when I first started doing this, it's like, oh, there goes my 4th.
Yeah.
But really, it's enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. There are a lot of people there. They're having a good time. So why not enjoy it? So yeah, I get to. It's a very, very, very long day.
That's the part I always look at.
It starts for me at 6 o'clock, and it ends for me about 1 a.m. Saturday morning.
But
maybe.
With it falling on Friday,
yeah.
it's going to be a fun. I mean, the families we're gathering on Saturday.
Yes.
The family, because everybody's coming in, and we'll be on Saturday. So Friday we'll have a good day, but also Saturday will be more fun day.
And that's what I'm looking for.
Okay, yeah, you will have a little time
is,
off.
if it falls on a Tuesday, then I don't get the 4th of July day off to spend with the family on Wednesday because it's another work day for most people. So fortunate this year, and I think that Hayden and her family are coming down on Wednesday night late.
Wow.
And we'll be here on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday. And Carlisle is coming in from Denver on Sunday. He'll be here for a week. So
Okay, so you do.
So I'll get to spend a little bit of time with a lot of the family, and they'll come down and we'll hang out at the lake and try to do some fun stuff. So yeah.
Well, you just mentioned it is a long day, but I guess I was just thinking about it. But I know that's part of your job with Russell Lance, and you've done one heck of a job with entertainment. But 4th of July, you're right. The biggest in the Southeast. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's and that's really not something that I've made up as a way to promote the event. It actually came from the people that shoot the shows. They go, no, look, yours is the biggest that we do. On the 4th of July. Now they're bigger shows, but they don't happen at 9 o'clock on Friday night on the 4th of July. So
Well, and one thing, I want to go ahead and bring this up before we get into everything you got going on.
you mean we're gonna get into?
Well,
Okay, just checking.
But I'm just talking about, there'll be a lot of traffic on that lake.
Yeah.
And then when it's all over with, we want you to be careful.
Well, safety first.
Yeah.
Always safety first. And there are several things that are involved with shooting this fireworks show right at the edge of the lake. When I first started doing this, we filed a permit with the State Fire Marshal's office, and it was half a sheet big. It's 34 pages now. And thank goodness, there are people around here that help us out with a lot of that. But, we define the firing zone, and it's defined every inch of shell. There has to be 100 feet of room out.
Shell.
Yeah. So if you're shooting 1-inch shells, 100 feet. 2-inch shells, 200 feet. The 8-inch shells that we shoot are 800 feet.
8-inch shells.
And we used to shoot up to 12-inch, but those become a bomb, as written up by the ATF. It's a bomb.
That went to Iran a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So and they're like $2,000 a piece. So we shoot some big shells, and we shoot a few, but we don't do any 12s or 10s anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you've done those before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Back before 9/11.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
that changed a lot of the way that a lot of things are done.
Never heard you say this.
In the fireworks show. So the folks from LMRA, the Lake Martin Resource Association, will go out on Wednesday or Thursday and put out the no boats allowed buoys. And at that point, the Alabama Marine patrol that area, and if a boat comes through, you get a ticket. So it
There's that
is
safety
right
factor.
outside the firing zone, and you cannot be in there by law.
Firing zone.
John Russell Thomas's house
Yeah.
and Walter Coley's cabin are right on the fringe, and we set it up that way. So their houses are safe from the firing zone, and the stage is safe from the firing zone, and the people that are sitting in the amphitheater itself are safe. So safety first. Fire departments are there. The guys that are shooting this show have done it forever. They don't want anybody close because a rack has exploded down there before, and everybody jumps on the cover down on the bottom of the hill. You can't really see it. You can tell when all of a sudden there's just this glow from the ground and things go whoosh, and you know something not good happened down below. So you want to check with them. So, yeah, and they're working today down there. They'll start building out the show with all the racks and mortars and wiring, and actually I think we've gone wireless with the controls down there now.
Is it computerized? Okay, so they get it all wired up and hook it into a computer?
It's set up in zones, and it's a module. It's not really a laptop down there, but they're modules, and it's pre-programmed when they get here. So they, set everything up per the description of the guys that have laid out the show up in Tennessee or up at the Pyro Shows building in Alabama. And
so they go all over the U.S. or Southeast?
yeah, they go.
So
they're
what
all
you're
over
telling
the
me
place.
is there's nobody out there with one of those little lighter things that goes, watch this. Like we do in the driveway.
Back years ago, when Wynton Blunt did the show, when Red Blunt did the show, we had a friend that had a cabin that was, the firing zone was not well defined back then, so we could sit on his pier and the ashes would fall over us. We were so close. But you could see guys out there with flares back then, setting the show off.
Actually, I went to a Scout Jamboree in Virginia when I was a teenager with Boy Scouts, and we had a guy got killed at the fireworks show. They all went crazy on the ground right there. It's dangerous.
Did y'all take it over from the Blunts, or did they come to you? Did y'all go to them, Russell Lands?
Looking back through the notes, because I was not there back then, it happened around 1999, 2000, sometime in that area. I think that they approached Russell Lands. That by that point, Mr. Blunt had died. And the family had decided to take it on for a little while, and then their focus went somewhere else, and they asked us if we wanted to take it over, and we did.
Wow.
And we've been shooting the shows for 25, 26 years since that happened. So it's been happening on our side of the lake for a long time, and actually the first time we shot at the amphitheater wasn't even there. The stage wasn't there. I think they were still working on the bowl area the first year, and since then it's
back then they used to let you get on the old bridge.
That's what I thought.
It was on the new bridge too a little while.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
it was on
I was still on the bridge before. Yeah.
Golly, bum.
So
that's crazy.
But this is something that people come here for. From
I
all
feel
over.
like they do.
Yeah,
and it's kind of interesting to ask people and to even look. I don't get a ton of information, personal information, out of people, but when they buy tickets online, some of the demographic information, like their zip code or their state, will pop up. So there are people that are buying tickets online from all over the place right now. We were looking yesterday on the way back from Birmingham, the number of out-of-state tags that were coming into this area. Now, they may have just blown on through when they saw the detour sign, but there were a lot of out-of-state tags.
Since you brought it up, what will this do? I mean, anything.
It just makes traffic harder on Elkahatchee Road and Cove-and-Abbott Road. And I kind of feel for the people that live on Elkahatchee that have not really been used to the major amount of traffic that's coming up and down that road. And Cove-and-Abbott is as well, which is the way I go into work every day. But, people are still going to come. They're going to come to the lake. They're going to see their friends. They're going to have their good times, and they're going to come out and park in the field at the amphitheater. And let me. Do we need to go to break?
No.
So last year was the first year that I really noticed an awful lot of trash that was left in the field at the amphitheater. And I don't know why it was like that last year, but I spent hours picking up trash, because when a bush hog hits it, it just throws it everywhere in cans and bottles, and it breaks them. And so I want to be real careful about that. But we don't charge parking out there. I prefer people come in, buy a $10 ticket, come out, sit on the grass, watch the bank walkers, and then Taylor Hicks and Scott sing, and enjoy that, and then even after the show, ease out or stay until 10:30 when the music stops. But last year, there were a lot of people that park what I call on the other side of the creek. There's not really a creek there, but it looks like a dry creek bed as you come into the amphitheater. You come in, you go down a big steep hill. Well, they park near to 63.
Right, okay, yeah.
And there's no charge. We just ask that they don't build fires and those kind of things out there, or bring their own fireworks. But they come out to watch the show. But they left a lot of trash out there last year. We really haven't done anything about it, but I think if it happens again this year, we'll figure out a way to close that off. Now that's not us being ugly about it, but if you're going to bring your stuff in, please put it in a bag and carry it out. It's just that simple.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. It's that simple. I was just looking at Thursday. Jamie Burnett with the Lake Martin Resource Association, along with Chief Matt Brooks, will be out here to just kind of go over a lot of rules and regulations on the lake, so it'll tie in.
That's good, because there are some rules
that
not everybody knows about. And I've seen Matt this past Saturday and Saturday before at some LMRA meetings where I was. And we talked a little bit about some of our events.
Yeah, he is really, really good. And I just kind of sit back, and it's the Jamie Burnett Show. We'll be right back. Well, the Lake Martin Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce wants you to be a part of them. Now, we're going to be over there coming up here in a few more weeks. July is almost here, so they're ready right now. When? July the 15th at noon to 1 at the Mitchell House. That's where the quarterly luncheon will be. The guest speaker will be Mel Monk of Alabama Asphalt Paving Association, and the luncheon sponsored by our old buddy Pee Wee Ingram, Gary Ingram Paving and and Grading. Thank y'all so much.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
The best lakefront properties don't happen by accident. They're designed, crafted, and built to perfection. Trusted for over 35 years, Lakescape creates breathtaking waterfront retreats built to impress and made to last a lifetime. From your mailbox to the end of your dock, we are the single source answer to design, build, and maintain your dream lakescape. It all starts at lakescape.com.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging to help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449.
Amanda Scroggins with RE/MAX Around the Lake will cover every inch of Lake Martin's 880 miles of shoreline to find your family's dream home. Amanda's experience is top-notch, and she is consistently a top 10 RE/MAX agent in the state of Alabama. Her love for her clients is sincere and from the heart. Call her today at 256-749-6634 or visit her website, amandascroggins.com, today.
Hi, I'm Randy Dawkins, Tallapoosa County President at Riverbank and Trust. In our community, we're the one-stop shop for real estate, mortgage, and construction loans. Folks know they can trust us to find the best loan options for their needs, and that we'll personally guide them through the entire process, even by text. And since we're local, decisions are made quickly. We make lending simple.
Serving East Central Alabama since 2005, we are Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical of Sylacauga. Coosa Valley Respiratory has medical equipment and supplies, including oxygen-to-home ventilation services. We carry a full line of bracing, power chairs, scooters, and more. And when you trust Coosa Valley Respiratory, you are dealing with local people that care about your well-being. Providing quality home care for our community, Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort William, Sylacauga. Give us a call at 256-245-1411.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Come on in on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Well, I always like to relay really important stuff, and to me, this is very important for some people out there I've talked to. 4th of July, liquor store will be closed. Yep, the Green Front store will be closed. And let me tell you something, drinking and driving, do not do it. Even
boating
the 4th of July, boating, thank you so much. Boating too.
I mentioned before we went to break that I had been with Matt Brooks in a couple of meetings, and I think they did do like 5 BUIs over Memorial Weekend. So there will be a strong presence of Marine Patrol on the lake for the 4th of July. It's a big lake.
Yeah.
They can't get it all, and I know that there are a lot of people that are concerned about the new laws, and I won't steal Jamie and Matt's thunder about that because they'll be here later this week. But there's some new rules that pertain to a lot of people, and even if you're just out on a sea-doo or a pontoon boat tootling around, there's some idle speed laws that are out there, and licensing laws out there too. They are stopping people and warning them through October of this year. Then after that, first offense will get a ticket.
Oh, okay.
First offense now does not. I think second offense if they stop you. Hey, we've already warned you once.
If you get stopped breaking these new rules and you've been drinking, guess what?
Oh, well, if you get stopped breaking a new rule, they're going to ask you for your throwable and your kill switch and your fire extinguisher. They didn't tell me that. That's my assumption. They're going to make sure. For them, it's safety first. Sure. That's why they're out there. It's safety first. So, and they do a remarkable job for the few amount of officers there are on the lake. So they do a good job. So,
and we'll be thinking about y'all. Cause you got to remember, they leave their families. They're not with their families like a lot of people are on holidays like this. So, but this is going to be a big holiday. To me, it's next thing is football season after 4th of July.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's because it'll start in August.
Yep. We'll have a Labor Day weekend at the end of August, but football season is next the biggest topic after the 4th. The 4th of July, summer's over.
Yeah, that's exactly the way.
It's a shame.
But we can eat watermelon now. My papa said you don't eat no good watermelon until after the 4th.
Till after the 4th. Well, and that's probably true.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the other day. We try to squeeze in at our 4th of July show. We try to squeeze in a hula hoop or twist contest. And we haven't done it in several years. And we were talking about it in the kitchen at work one day last week, and somebody said, "Well, have a watermelon seed spitting contest."
Well, that's not easy to say.
Yeah, and I closed my eyes to do that. And then we started talking about it. You don't see seeds in watermelons anymore.
No, they're all seedless.
Yeah.
Golly,
Think about
thought
that.
about
Yeah,
that.
they're the last several watermelons I've had.
You're right.
No seeds.
How do they grow them without seed?
I don't know, but it's kind of scary, isn't
It
it?
is.
I've not thought about that.
Yeah, it's like, we don't have seeds in watermelon
The
anymore.
hula hoop contest used to be right in front of the stage.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why we try to do it. If people go, "Why didn't you have it?" Well, if you ever watch the stage during set change, there's a lot of stuff going on, and it requires the sound people too. So usually they leave their front of house position to come down on the stage to help the band get off, the band get on, move lines, to reset drum mics, to reset this mic, to move a pedal board up, to plug in DIs, to plug in new mics, to take out old mics, to reset the lights. And it's just really kind of hard to do a contest in the middle of all that when there's nobody at front of the house to play the music.
But what
I try to stay out of the way.
Yeah, what is going on besides all that? Do you have any?
Isn't that enough?
I'm talking about as far as any kind of music being played.
Oh, we play some. We
just put
throw
some
in
music.
some patriotic, background music.
Put some CDs on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all Spotify playlists now.
Patriotic music.
We were talking about CDs the other day. They don't put them in cars anymore.
No.
It's like, what is this? It's a CD, and my latest computer that I got at work has no CD player in it anymore. It's all cloud-based. So, yeah, those don't exist anymore. So
I like the CD. I mean, when they came out, that was a pretty neat thing.
It was, but everybody's gone back to vinyl now too. For music. A lot of vinyl sales these days. So, so anyway, we'll play some music if there's time to squeeze it in, because with the number of people that we have, and we try to do a 12 and under and a 12 and over, and by the time you do a couple, especially with hula hoops, a couple of heats of those to get them in, we only have 30 minutes.
All right, let me ask you, there is a charge.
$10.
$10. Okay. Is that going in, or you can go online both?
Both.
Okay.
There will be tickets for sale at the door. Tickets are on sale now at the Russell Lands corporate office and at the company store in Russell Crossroads. You can go in and buy a paper ticket. You can wait to the day of the show and stand in line and buy a ticket at the gate, or go to the amponlakemartin.com.
Oh, thank you.
At the bottom of that screen, you can see there's some pretty good details there. But the amponlakemartin.com, tickets are $10. We're using a new ticket platform this year. The fees, the more tickets you buy, the less the fees are.
Right.
So you're not paying $23 for a $10 ticket in fees.
I like this graphic.
I'm missing the name. Where is it? In the small print?
Oh, here it is.
Hey, Ryan, you pulled up the wrong graphic. That's the one missing Scott Blake.
It was right after the .com.
It fell off the page. But
this is.
Just kidding.
But
will there be food vendors there?
Yes.
Okay.
The Cattlemen's Association is doing a fundraiser for the Kalijah Volunteer Fire Department, and the Kalijah Volunteer Fire Department helps us with fire protection. They also man our ticket booth, and they volunteer to do a lot of things out there for us, so they asked if they could do that. And I said, sure.
Heck yeah.
So the Cattlemen's Association will set up, they'll be cooking, I think, ribeye steaks.
Wow.
Of sandwiches.
Okay.
So that'll be good.
Ooh,
and then,
I love a ribeye sandwich.
Yeah. And then Big Mike's Barbecue will be there. Mike is real good about helping us out when we need food truck service. And Pelican Ice from Silicaga will be there. So
Pelican Ice. Okay.
I'll get 100 million questions. Can we bring a cooler in? For this show, yes.
Okay.
For any Black Jacket Symphony show, no.
Okay.
For Lake Martin Songwriters Festival, yes.
Let me ask you about the black, what do we call it?
Black Jacket Symphony.
Jacket, yeah.
Yes.
Is that next month or August?
Oh, there's a Queen concert out there this month, and then there is a Yacht Rock in August.
Okay.
Yes.
Yacht Rock will be fun.
Okay. I need to get some. I need to make sure we get that.
One Vision of Queen with Mark Martell.
Wow, July the 19th.
July the 19th, he'll be out there.
Okay.
So this I understand. I understand that Mark Martell, and I've looked at him online, listened to him, that he is Freddie Mercury reincarnated, pretty much. He's that good with what he does. So, really good show coming July the 19th.
Okay.
Tickets are online at Ticketmaster.com.
Yes,
Just
sir.
look for that. This is a Black Jacket Symphony event, or actually it's a J-Rock Enterprises event, but still, you don't bring a cooler to this one.
Okay.
There are VIP seating tickets.
I'm sorry, is that on there? No cooler?
No, but it's on the website.
Okay.
And
can you leave this with me?
Yes, I brought them for you. And then this one's the same deal. The Yacht Rock, August 31st at the Lake Martin Amphitheater. This
no cooler.
No cooler for this one
All
too.
right.
So I'll leave those with you.
Yeah, thank you.
For this one, if you are of age, you can put whatever you want to in your cooler, and if you're not of age, you can put whatever you want, minus the alcoholic beverages in your cooler. So, we've had in the past some ABC agents show up and check coolers and an identification of what they think might be some underage. So I'm not saying they'll be there, and I'm not saying they won't be there, but we look for that.
Yeah.
We don't want It's not a drunk fest by any stretch of the imagination, but there are some people that enjoy a relaxing adult beverage after hours. A libation. And we try to monitor some of that, and even with that show and the Yacht Rock show, they are safe serve certified. I'm having a struggle today with my
you got some big
runs.
Double S's.
So they're real cognizant of what's going on around there too. So we say, yeah, you can bring a cooler and put anything in there you want to, but please be respectful of those around you, and don't end up spending the night away from home in a place that you don't want to be.
And it's really family oriented.
We try to keep everything out there family oriented.
And I appreciate that. I think anytime you do that, you don't run folks off, but still, I don't know. It's just a thing. It's common sense and respect for others.
Yeah.
That's what it kind of boils down to.
And we ask for that, and we have some rules.
Sure.
And we ask that people abide by them. First of all, be safe. Please don't bring your own fireworks to a fireworks show. Why people want to do that is absolutely beyond me. But I'll look out in the field and somebody will be shooting a firework, and then there's a fire going on out there that the fire department has to break away from the big show to go out and fight a little fire in the parking lot that's gotten away from somebody.
And looking at the weather, these next few days could be pretty dry too, and it don't take long for us to dry out around here.
With the heat that we have?
That could be an issue. Yes, talking about 90-degree plus temperature. So it'll dry out in a hurry. So please be careful.
Yeah. Another question that I get is, can we bring our dog? Why would you want to bring a dog to a fireworks show when everybody out there is remember to give your dog Xanax, and remember to put your dog inside the house or clean out from under the bed so they've got a place to go when the fireworks go off, and then people want to come out bringing a dog to a fireworks show.
I've never heard about cleaning out under your bed.
Oh, I hear stories about their dogs crawling under. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
We've always had dogs in my house, and I don't have one now, and I loved them when we had them. But I would never think about taking a dog to it. These things are loud. I don't think that my daughter's going to bring my grandchildren out there because the fireworks are so loud.
And think about that with children, because some children just absolutely can't take it. Mark Worthy was one of them. Please don't ask what Mark Worthy is. I said throw that out there. We'll be right back. Let me tell you about the Coons Corner Deli. You're talking about a place that will be ready for the 4th of July on the 3rd. Miss Jennifer loves to pull those big old grills out there, and you go love what they pull off of there. And we'll keep you up to date on what they're going to have. Breakfast being served right now. Of course, they got a heck of a deli at lunchtime, too.
Worthy and Mitchell Insurance now has the Cancer Answer. Our plans cover radiation and chemo treatments, surgery benefits, skin cancer. 30 specified diseases are covered. Our plan also has a return of premium benefit if not used. Call Skipper Worthy or Terry Mitchell today.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
Morning Obituary is brought to you by Radney and Langley Funeral Home. Funeral services for Mr. Gerald Curtis Martin, 88, of Hackneyville, were held this past weekend, and Radney Funeral Home was in charge of those services. Funeral services for Miss Norma Claire Henderson Hinkle, who passed away on June 26, were also this past weekend at Langley Funeral Home down in Dayville. Langley Funeral Home was in charge of Miss Hinkle's services. Funeral service for Mrs. Patricia Ann Purcell, 82, of Alexander City, will be Wednesday, July 2nd at 11 a.m. at the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. The family will receive friends on Wednesday, July 2nd from 10 until 10:45 at Radney Funeral Home. Radney Funeral Home in charge of those services. As always, our thoughts and prayers go out to these families who have lost loved ones, and we'll be right back.
Worthy and Mitchell Insurance is now offering medical insurance. We offer $5 million lifetime maximum per policy. You can customize a plan to fit your healthcare and budget needs. Use any doctor or hospital of your choice. Call Skipper Worthy or Terry Mitchell today.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby Sauce Boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk and 100% success with Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. With 0% financing on all our Mahindra tractors, many with up to 84-month terms. Our inventory of Mahindra tractors and farm implements is beefed up, and more are coming in daily. We also have extended 0% terms on Spartan mowers to handle your mowing needs with the best and zero-turn mowers priced to move. At Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
$7:03 on a Monday morning, the last Monday in June. Keys to Summer, Clyde Country, round 2 back. This is the second clue of the day. I gave you one right after 6. The second one goes like this. We love folks who hunt on vacation, so go on and look southeast of 5-Star Plantation. We love folks who hunt on vacation, so go on and look southeast of 5-Star Plantation. So there's your next clue for round 2 of Keys of Summer. Clyde Country 97.5. Again, come on down to tomorrow night to the Lake Martin Pizza for the free concert with Marty Rabin in there, of course, with Shenandoah. They're still together, believe it or not, and doing a lot of performing. It'll get started, I don't know, 5:30, 6, something like that. So come on down. It'll get you a parking place. And remember, at Lake Martin Pizza, if you see it packed and parking in front, they got a lot of parking in the back. So come on down there early and make yourself at home. Robert Gunn with us out here with Russell Lands. A lot going on this week for the 4th of July at the AMP, but at Russell Crossroads.
Russell Crossroads will have several things going on. Because Friday is the 4th, we won't have our normal Friday on the green.
Okay.
People have asked about that, and it's like, no, we're going to move everything down to the AMP. So
Sure.
no Friday on the green this Friday for obvious reasons, so we won't do that. But we will have yoga on Saturday, yoga on the green. And, you know, I actually had an email from Barbara Sokol this morning. They had 20 people this past Saturday.
Wow.
This yoga on the green program, where we used to have 1, 2, or 3 people, has really taken off now, and I really do appreciate Barbara Sokol and Abby Brown Glass and Lisa Harris has joined the group this year of our leaders for yoga on the green. They're up there, you know, on Saturday morning at 7 o'clock, and people will bring their mats and their water bottle, and they'll have a little over an hour of yoga on the green. It's for beginners through intermediate. So
it's good for you.
It's good for you, and I really appreciate them, the work that they do for us, and I appreciate them hanging on and helping to grow this program. Barbara has been a part of that. I think our yoga on the green is 14 years old now, somewhere in there.
She's been there since day one.
And she's been a part of that since the beginning. And Abby came on a few years ago, and Lisa came in, you know, this year with us, and in the middle of having a wedding also.
Yeah.
So she said, I've just got a couple of weeks where I won't be able to do it because we've got a wedding. So they've all jumped in, and they do a super job, and I'll hear from them, you know, the first part of the week as to how many people have been out there. And you know, we've had as many as 30, so it's just a really neat thing. Marianne Hudson, our naturalist, will have some critters and other things from 9 to 4 on Friday, the 4th, and on Saturday as well. And there'll be a hike on Sunday from the Willow Point Trailhead at 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So.
Is that kind of everybody come on out, just kind of a gathering thing? Is that a 2-mile, 5K?
The naturalist presentations in the cabin on the 4th and the 5th are free. There's no charge for that. She does charge $10 per person for the hike. And she'll go through the woods and she'll point out certain things, and they'll take a walk. And she usually has some bug spray and some other stuff. So it's an educational tour, and a lot of people do that. She's released animals before that she's nurtured back into health and some other things. So it's really really cool. I've done her day hikes, but her night hikes are really cool.
Yeah, I've heard people.
Those are pretty cool too.
Are you surprised at how many animals, insects, everything that's right around here? What comes to mind that was something you didn't know we had around here? Does anything come to mind in the insect world?
Probably, but I've been eaten up by mosquitoes this year.
Oh, they're everywhere this
and
year.
And chiggers. And
there was a thing on Facebook, this leech that people have not even ever heard of, and they're like, they're rare, but it was beautiful. I mean, it was a big old wide thing. It was on somebody's post. But they do. We have some
around here.
Yeah, we have some weird stuff in the lake every now and then.
Miss Sokol, I want to say good morning.
Artificial intelligence has a lot.
Oh yeah. Too. And I saw Miriam, your lovely daughter, Miriam Sokol.
We have jellyfish.
Yeah.
Really?
Freshwater jellyfish.
Yeah.
They don't bother you.
No.
So not like
I
the
thought
ocean.
Somebody talked to Luke or something, but they didn't,
Will Fanny's be open and Clyde's be open? What's store hour?
Yes, and they're all posted on russelllands.com and on the individual websites also. And today I will change the outgoing messages to reflect hours. But there's not a lot of change. There's not a lot of shift in hours. Fanny's closes at 8 anyway, so they're open today for lunch, breakfast and lunch, and then the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday again next week. Catherine's will be open their normal hours. They close at 6 on Friday when we're not doing Friday on the
Right.
green. So, and then Kalijah, I think, is closing at 8 on Friday. That way it gives everybody a chance to come over to the amphitheater for the fireworks show by 9. So regular, pretty much regular hours. Springhouse the same way. The app had an issue with events over the weekend. It's been fixed. So for those of you who went to the amp looking for events, that was fixed Saturday morning. So it's a great place to find out what's going on. And there's a button on the app that will tell you restaurant times and give you closers. As far as the marinas are concerned, they're wide open. Boating and outdoors will be closed on the 4th on 280. So yeah, not a lot of hour changes, just because it's a big weekend and a lot of people are here, and trying to get people done by 8 or 8:30 so they can enjoy the time with family on the lake or at the amphitheater watching fireworks.
This is a very busy time of the year on Lake Martin. Probably one of the busiest, and this could be the biggest time this year of people coming in here. Remind folks, your guests to be careful on the lake, because we want to make sure that there's no accidents, and especially no fatalities. So just be careful. We'll be right back. You have patience.
Practice patience.
Well, let's just talk about it right now. MitchellHouseEvents.com. We're rapidly approaching 2026. It's gonna be a 100-year anniversary for Lake Martin, and you'd like to just have some big event, and you're looking for a place to have it. You just found it. Well, yep, I'm gonna point you to MitchellHouseEvents.com. Get in touch with Vivian Autry today.
When you need an automotive hero, you got to call S&S Discount Tire Pros. With locations in Alexander City and Dadeville, we are here to serve you today. From quick services like oil changes and tire rotations to in-depth automotive repairs such as suspensions, brakes, and tune-ups, S&S can take care of all your tire needs. You just have to focus on what's important and love the drive. Call S&S Discount Tire Pros today. We are automotive heroes, and we are here to serve you.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Benton, clearing, and grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton, clearing and grading.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World. '25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full-service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
$70 degrees right now. A little bit of a fog out there, starting to lift. 84 for a high today. Slight chance of rain. You just don't never know about it. Tonight, slighter or less. There's not much chance of rain tonight. 71, mostly cloudy. First day of July looking like this tomorrow. 85 and 70. 50-50 chance of rain. Then it's going to be low to mid 90s the rest of the week going into the 4th of July weekend. Low 70s. So it's going to be a pretty hot week. Just be careful. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City. See, Ryan told me to keep my hands off that mic because it made a lot of noise when I did this.
You made noise too? Less slider. I never heard that.
Yeah,
term.
it is. Look it up.
Yeah, okay. So this afternoon is less, for the night it's less slider chance.
Yeah.
Less slider. Yeah. Well, I noticed before that I do this sometimes, and it just picks up everything.
Oh, I get in trouble all the time. I mean, Scotty Foshi
he's on alert for him all the time.
And then Tammy Montgomery. I mean, she's sitting right there.
Oh, Tammy Montgomery gets
she'll call you
right.
out. Call you out right here live on the show.
Yeah. So if I keep my hands, my arms crossed, hold on to my guns
She
here.
called me Thumper.
Thumper. That's exactly right.
Man.
Hey, so much going on with the Russell Lands, and of course we can't leave out the Lake Martin Songwriters Festival, which will be the last week of July.
Last full week.
Yeah, last full week. And you said
you know, it's part of the lineup at the amphitheater this year too. The final night is, but some great music starting on Thursday. Just all over the Lake Martin area. A lot of venues, a lot of 30 artists coming in, like 15 venues or something like that. And I know people have been on to talk about it. And we appreciate y'all helping support this event, Kenny, on the front porch. But I know the week of the festival there'll be artists coming in, or maybe the week before coming in to talk a little bit. But just excited that we're trying to step up the game by doing a ticketed event this year at the Lake Martin Amphitheater. It's been free, and Thursday, Friday, most of Saturday and Sunday will all be free.
Right.
The only ticketed part of this event is for the Saturday night concert featuring Drake White and Adam Hood and Charlie Argo, and these are Alabama bred, born, raised artists, songwriters, and we're excited about that. And they're doing very well in their own right. Charlie's been part of the Lake Martin Songwriters Festival since the very beginning. He's here every year. He does, he's funny. He's personable. He has a good time, and he just kind of jumps out and talks to everybody and has a good time doing it.
Selma boy.
Yeah, from Selma. Adam Hood was from the Auburn Opelika area. Got his ears wet over there, and
he sure did.
Moved across the state, and now hanging out in Nashville, and like most good songwriter entertainers. He's actually done a couple of shows with us at Russell Land's on Memorial Day one year, and then has been a part of the Lake Martin Songwriters Festival a couple of years also. And then we're just glad that Drake White said yes and was able to come in and do his thing. You know, he's had some health issues that he's beaten and is ready to come out and put on a really good show at the Lake Martin Amphitheater on Saturday, July 26th. Tickets are online. You know, go to LakeMartinSongwritersFestival.com for tickets. If you see a poster, shoot the QR code. It'll take you right there.
How much are those tickets for that?
You know, the pre-sale tickets go off on the 4th, I think.
don't have a price.
So the price, we didn't put it on the poster because the price will go up a little bit. But all that information, Scott, you can go to LakeMartinSongwritersFestival.com and buy your tickets there. They're really, there's a VIP ticket with a chair, kind of like we do with the Blackjack at Symphony Park. So we're doing a VIP section there for that. The tickets are a little bit more for those. If you just want general admission to bring your own chair, like a lot of people do, then it's a little less. So, and it's through Eventbrite, so the ticket fees aren't that bad.
Let's go back.
Everybody hates ticket fees, but they're just the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
You know, to provide that service online, the people that are providing that service have to get paid too.
Sure.
But you know, there are a lot of platforms out there. We're using a ticket sign up for hours this year, and there is a fee, but
it's the world we live in.
It's the world. Go to Ticketmaster and look at their fees.
Swipe your debit card.
Yeah.
There's a fee.
Yeah. So we try to look and keep those fees as low as we can. We don't put a venue fee on there like a lot of places do. We don't put extra money on there like some places do. We try to keep it affordable so you can bring your entire family to these events. You know, people have fussed at me about a $10 ticket for the 4th of July show, and it's like, we really can't go any lower than that. And if you don't want to pay the fees, just show up. Box office will open at 5:30 on Friday afternoon, and you can buy your $10 tickets there.
I'll tell you what. Go to a 5-year-old baseball game and pay about $5 to get in and $10 to park.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's just, you know, what some places do.
Yeah, and people have said, why don't you charge to park? And it's like, you know, we're just trying to keep it affordable, where everybody can come.
I want to go back to 4th of July. I want to go back to Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks.
I mean, this is Mr. Entertainer himself.
He is, and he's you know, he's been to the amphitheater. He was there last year, and while he was there, we talked about him becoming, you know, kind of a common appearance.
Yeah.
So when we reached out this year, they were looking at something out of state, almost to Mexico, and that didn't happen. So I was glad when they said, "Yeah, we'll come back to the amphitheater." He's got a great following here. People like him. He's personable. He'll do some of his hits. He'll do some covers. He'll do some Bob Seger, and his band is fantastic. So we're looking forward to having Taylor back. Tickets are $10. They're, you know, online. Please buy them. Please come out there. Please bring your family. And just be a part of it. So the Bank Walkers will open.
Good band.
They are a really good band. They play a lot of our events, and I'm glad that they say yes when they say yes. They'll come out. So we're looking forward to starting the night at 6:30 with them. They'll play from 6:30 to 7:30. Then we'll have that 30-minute break, and I can't promise games in between, but I'm going to try. If we can work them in, we can. Then Taylor will come on at 8 o'clock, and we'll sing until 8:59. Then we rush Scott Blake on the stage and make him do his thing, or ask him to please do his thing. Scott did it for us last year for the first time. He sings the national anthem, and Scott does a super job there. And I'm not just saying that because he'll poke me in the eye if I don't. but he really.
Oh, there it was. Appreciate it, Ryan. Appreciate it, Ryan.
He did. There you go. Leave it to Ryan Fuller to make sure.
There he
Scott Blake.
In the corner. I'm good.
But you got to look at, Scott, that Taylor Hicks is opening up for you.
I know.
How many people could say that?
Yeah. So
I think I used that line last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah, so, but anyway, Scott will bring the national anthem to us, and that becomes a solemn moment. And then as he sings Rocket's Red Glare, we'll shoot one rocket. We'll start the stage in motion, and hopefully it moves. I've tested it twice already, and it has, so hopefully that happens again. and then we'll shoot 30 minutes of fireworks.
This is a heck of a production.
Yeah,
I mean, if you look at everything that y'all are doing, the way you're doing it, this is a heck of a production.
It's a show.
Yeah.
We want it to be. We want it to be an experience for everybody around the lake. So come out and join us.
Showtime, baby. 4th of July. Thank you for being here. Thank you for what you do, but thank you everybody that's a part of this production.
I want to come back and talk about Labor Day. We've got a knockout group of folks for Labor Day, so invite me back.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe like tomorrow. It'll be
yeah, it'll be here. So yeah.
I know, you're right. Hey, we'll be right back. Porch Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama. Miss Ellen Dean is ready to take her vehicle up there, and when we take it up there, I'll let you know exactly what they go have to do to her car. And you know why? Because I want you to know what they do for your vehicle. Did we buy our vehicle from them? No, we didn't. But let me tell you something. We'll get anything we got service there because I believe in Porch Auto Sales, Highway 280, Kellyton.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need. With top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindawa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill. And our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Red Flag Pest Control is Central Alabama's best in pest control, with hometown service in Lake Martin and now the greater Montgomery area. When you see pests, throw down the red flag. Termites, bed bugs, carpenter bees, mosquitoes, or general pests. Red Flag gets the job done at the right price for your home or business. At Lake Martin, call 888-943-0353 or in Montgomery, 334-265-1831. Red Flag, the best in pest control in Central Alabama.
7:30. Let's talk about Merle Norman Cosmetics. In fact, I got something kind of special I want to tell you about their new cheek crayon in Cozy Cocoa. Is backed by popular demand. This warm, buildable shade is perfect for contouring and adding definition to your cheekbones. So go by and see them get that sculpted look with ease at Merle Norman Cosmetics.
So these cheekbones right there.
Oh, they couldn't. It didn't say anything about miracles in there.
Oh, okay.
Jim Clanton with us out here. Jim's pharmacy over in Dadeville on Highway 49. That's just growing and growing and growing in a good way, I would say. Would you say it's in a good way?
Oh, yes, it's a great.
Because you're right there in the thick of it.
Yeah, we are, and it's just it's a wonderful thing, except for the traffic.
Yeah. Well, there's no red lights anywhere on 49, is it? Just
No.
thought about that.
Yeah.
I was trying to look up and down 49.
There's been always a lot of talk about that 34, 49.
Oh boy,
interchange and doing
It's
something
a caution
there.
light, I guess.
Yeah, it's caution light.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Just
been
be
talk about traffic circles, stoplights, but nothing's.
Y'all need a roundabout. Y'all need a roundabout on 49.
If they did a roundabout there, they have to cut the hill down because you come over the hill, you don't wanna be surprised by a roundabout.
No.
Exactly. There'd be a lot of excavation having to be done there.
We have we both Dadeville and Alex City have both gone through the headache of a roundabout, but it's turned out to be a great thing. The one in downtown Alexander City is really neat. We still don't need 18-wheelers that try to still come through there. You're not supposed to. I love you, truckers. I mean, I truly love you, but it's just not. Oh, here we go. Navigable. Is that a word?
You can't get through there.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, that's what I'm here for.
And the roundabout in Dadeville, downtown Dadeville, is just absolutely, it flows. It's brought in. I think it's had a lot to do with all the businesses that have come to downtown, especially the eateries on the square there. But it's just a neat area.
It is.
I think about Franklin, Tennessee, one of my favorite places. It's just it's this side on 65 that you go through, but their downtown area is neat. It's got a lot of places where you park and you can just walk and take in all that scenery down there. I think that's what's happening with y'all or to the Dadeville area.
Well, they're growing down there in the around the square. I just heard a commercial. Well, I think it was on your show for a boutique that's opened up down there. And I didn't know about that, but and there's a little hamburger spot opened up, and it's just growing.
It's homey, and I mean that in a very southern friendly way.
You can make a Hallmark movie down there.
Well, you're right. You could. You could. But you got a lot of folks that have invested. You're one of those folks.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember Tom Lamberth when he was president of Russell Lands. I say this all the time, but in a kind way. I said, y'all don't have to promote Lake Martin anymore. It's going to take care of itself. It's beautiful. I know why people come there. But downtown Alexander City, downtown Dadeville, I want to see those places thrive.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's tough, but he said you got to have people to invest. And he's exactly right.
And they've done it.
Yeah.
They've done it.
Yeah.
Which is great.
If you were going to get into any other business, I don't know if I've ever asked you this, what would it be?
After being in this one, I don't think I'll be in anything.
I know, but before you got into the pharmacy, before all this happened, you've been a huge success at it. Did you ever think about going in another direction?
Well, I did when I was living in Auburn, and Publix on Cary Creek, right there. I told Ann, I said, we need to put a liquor store right there.
Wow.
And she said, oh, well, you'll have to be up here till late at night every night, and I'm not going to be up here with you. So I was like, okay. And then my nephew, he worked with Small Business Association. He goes, why don't you do what you've been trained to do? And I said, well, I had pretty good training in the liquor store.
Me too.
Anyway, so I decided to go the other way, but guess what's sitting there and doing well? A liquor store.
Really? And it's probably not open late, though. I don't know many.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what their hours are, but yeah.
Well, you had vision for it. But
I knew there was a need.
Yeah. Well, I think what you just said there, a need in anything. I think but before you jump in there and open up that business, you better look into it real close.
Yes, sir.
Because it's a thing called money that
Right.
it takes.
A lot of it.
A lot of overhead in anything. There's liability, there's insurance, there's permits, there's all these things that you're going to have to get.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's just it can't. I've been there. I tried business. Number one, I was not a good business person, and I found out about hundreds of thousands of dollars later, I was not. But,
Yes.
you know, I no regrets. It's one of those things I
Sure,
marked
sure.
off, and you know, one of those things I tried and move on to something else.
Well, it can be real rewarding if
Yeah.
it's, you know, and it was a great way to get into the community. You know, I'm not from here, so and a lot of those people out there aren't either, but it's still a great way to get to know a lot of folks and, you know, to be a part of the community.
And you are.
Yes.
He is. I saw he and Miss Ann a couple weeks ago at a local restaurant down there at Stillwater's, and they had a table full of folks, and it was like the VIP table. That's what
Oh,
I
yeah.
That's what he said.
It was like that was the VIP table. It's because she was with you.
But
Yeah, that's right.
But inside Stillwater's, there's just so much inside. You got the landing in there. You got the restaurant, the Prime Steakhouse. I mean, you know,
Love Stackery Bar.
yeah. I mean, it's just so much that's just going on to attract folks.
And he put a bridge to the supermarket or the grocery
Oh,
store,
really?
so we could ride the golf cart.
Well, I knew you could do that, but I didn't know there was a bridge.
Yeah, he made a little bridge off of that par 3 that's right along.
Okay.
49.
Golly, it's just, and that's so convenient.
It
I
is.
mean, you know, it's kind of different to get on your golf cart and get out there and go and get your groceries.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that's
Peachtree
unheard of.
City, Peachtree City is
Yeah.
full of golf cart paths.
Really?
I mean, you can ride to McDonald's, go all over town.
That's cool.
Yeah, they've got them. They've got bridges that go over the main roads. You know, you ride over the main. It's got, everybody that lives in Peachtree City has a golf cart.
Wow, I've never heard that.
Go downtown, you'll see it. Yeah.
Can you get to the
That's
Braves
Oh,
Stadium?
that's a little bit further up the road. Yeah.
And right now, nobody wants to get to the
Yeah,
Braves.
it was empty yesterday afternoon watching it, or whenever it was. Yeah.
I'm telling you what, we'll pull for a team when they're doing good, but boy, when they're not, we are. Lot of us.
Well, it's not very fun.
No, that's a good way. That's a good way to. Did
You can get good seats.
Sports? Did you play sports?
I
in
played
high
a little bit, played a little bit of football.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Where?
In my high school in Huntsville.
And what high school? Was
Johnson High.
Mm-hmm.
They're not there anymore.
Really?
But yeah, they were we had 5 A's in Huntsville.
Wow.
And that was the biggest back then.
Yeah.
And so Johnson was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
We I always say I played end, tackle, and guard.
Mm-hmm.
I sat on the end of the bench, guarded the water bucket, and tackled anybody that got next to
So
Yeah. I sat on the bench a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Played a little Little
too.
League baseball and stuff like that. But yeah.
Huntsville is growing. It continues
It's
to
huge.
grow. It's huge for the state of Alabama.
It's the largest city in Alabama now.
Yeah, Mobile, that area is growing. And I would think from Huntsville to Mobile and all in between, it affects all of us. I mean, I think a lot of folks, they move to this area because they got somebody up there, they got somebody
Right.
down there, they got somebody over at Auburn. That's what I hear more than anything.
Oh, yeah.
Why'd you move here? Well, we got children, we got grandchildren, we got family that go to Auburn. So that's
the kids are going to Auburn, and we loved it, so we decided to get a place here.
Yeah,
we do
yeah,
that
yeah.
all the time.
I'm talking to a lady right now from Maryland. They're trying to get a place down here because they got a kid at Auburn.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's Auburn's a growing university, and it's been good to us. Lee County continues to come this way. Ask Representative Ed Oliver because that's part of his District 81 now. He goes into that. Well, we're gonna take us a break. Me and old Jim, and we may even let Scott come back with us. We'll be right back. Atlanta's Place, which is located Marshall Street, Alexander City, Alabama. Open for breakfast right now. Try the breakfast bowl. Oh, you've not had their cheeseburger, the jalapeno cheeseburger on Texas toast? Try that for lunchtime day. And those dirty chips. You're going to love it. Atlanta's Place, Marshall Street, downtown Alexander City.
The clock is ticking on the spectacular pre-owned truck sale now in progress at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Chevy, Ford, GMC, and Dodge trucks and Toyota trucks too. Full size and heavy duty, smaller trucks, work trucks. Prices and payments on all pre-owned trucks have been slashed. This is your chance to get a clean late model used truck at the price you want. And during the sale, special finance rates are now in effect. This sale may end at any time. One location only, Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama.
Banner Building Summer Sale is happening right now. No money down, no payments for 90 days, plus 12 months with zero interest now through August 31st on all portable wood and aluminum sheds, carports, garages, and barns built on site or delivered during the summer sales event happening right now at Banner Buildings, 4011 Warm Springs Road in Columbus, or online at bannerbuildingsga.com. Better buildings, better prices, Banner Buildings of Columbus.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Hey, we're Kevin and Courtney Hall. I'm a lifelong member of First Baptist Dayton. My wife joined me after we got married. We really enjoyed First Baptist because it is a biblical congregation and very community-minded. Come join us.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Go west, young man. Jim Clanton with us out here. We were just talking about his wife out in Yellowstone. And I'm just blown away because I guess Ellen and I and friends of ours met us out there, Danny Brown, my buddy, the late Danny Brown, and his wife Lou Ann. We They flew out there. We picked them up in Jackson Hole, and we drove out there because I don't fly. But that's beautiful. But you said she worked on a chuck wagon? She took food?
Work on chuck wagon. There was a big cookout somewhere in the camp, and people convened at that place, and she cooked like 200 steaks a day.
Well, we were just
had to
talking
take care of the horses, all that kind of stuff.
We were just talking about Scott Blake, because Scott just amazes me. In fact, I guess that maybe Ryan and I could go one of these times and get Ryan with a camera and that drone, maybe a cool shot, to see him cook 300 steaks, 200 steaks. But she's out in the woods.
Yeah, out in the wilderness.
Yeah. So would she do that for breakfast, lunch, and supper, or just
no? They
like
just
a lunch?
did a dinner kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And
what got her? What made her go that?
I think one of her sisters or somebody found out about it, and then her and her sisters did that every summer.
For how long?
While they were in college.
Really?
Yeah, and that was. I didn't know that existed, and I wish I did, because that would have been so much fun.
What an experience!
She said she took a winter quarter off and went to Sun Valley,
California,
Idaho.
Idaho, okay.
And learned how to ski.
Where do you learn how to ski? You talking about winter skiing?
Yeah.
You talking about snow skiing?
Took off the winter quarter. Back then we were in quarters.
Right.
And so she took off winter quarter to go work there.
Wow. What an experience.
I know.
Idaho, Montana. It's just still some of the, and we just skimmed Idaho when we were there. They were skimmed Utah, another beautiful state. I know a lot of folks travel out of the United States to go to different places, but there's so many beautiful places in the United States. It's just amazing.
Oh, there is, yeah. We're gonna go to Colorado in September because I've never been there.
Oh, beautiful.
I want to see the Rockies,
yeah,
Pikes Peak, and all that good stuff.
It's just I guess when I think about it, I look at our pictures. I look at I think about what a memory it made that just etched in my mind. The beauty. I mean, the changing the scenery from Alabama all the way to Montana. You'll see the same thing in Colorado.
Oh yes.
You can be in downtown Denver and leave downtown Denver in no time. You got buffalo roaming. You got the mountains. All of a sudden, it's not city anymore.
I'm looking forward to that.
So where are you going to? What town?
It's a little bitty town outside Denver. I can't even remember the name of it. We found a little cabin out in the middle of nowhere we're staying at, and then we're going to drive in and go up to the Rocky Mountain National Park and down to Pikes Peak, stuff like that.
Was there any particular reason, just because you want to see the beauty? Are you flying out?
Yeah, we're going to fly, and just because we like to get out of this heat in August, late August and September. So we're going actually Labor Day weekend. We're leaving.
Okay.
So it'll be in that. Try to get a little cooler.
I've looked at Montana because I'm always looking at the weather out there. First day of June, they had like 10 inches of snow in a lot of areas, so if we ever go back, I would want to go to try to experience the snow. Just simply because, I'm from Alabama, we're from Alabama, we never get to see snow.
Not like that.
When we see a flake, we just go crazy, shut down everything.
Go run by the bread mill.
You bring that up, and we always talk about why bread and milk. What is so important about bread and milk when it comes to just a flake falling? It's amazing.
I'm going to get a couple other things while I'm there.
Me too. But yeah, y'all. I know you're looking forward to going out there because the Rockies are just absolutely gorgeous. And when you're able to do that, I think when you come back, you have that memory, number one. But and it's a conversation piece with folks. I've ran into some folks in the Piggly Wiggly of all places. The lady had her hands full, and I said, "Can I help you?" And I did. But she was not from around here. She was from Colorado. I forget where it was, and it was such a small world. All of a sudden, she said, I'm getting some things before I go to a play tonight that my husband is in, and he was on the front porch that same week.
Oh, my goodness.
It was, and I
That's
think,
funny.
wow, now that we talked about that. So you never know who you're going to run into to what you're going to find out about.
Oh,
They were
yes.
from Colorado.
Oh, that's neat.
What's farthest west you've ever been?
Well, I've been out in California.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
What part
But
of
just
California?
never in between much. Well, went to San Francisco for the Cal Berkeley game a couple of years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and been to L.A.
Mm-hmm.
And Palm Springs, but L.A. I guess is the most west.
How about, did you go on up the northern part of California? That's gorgeous. Up Highway 5?
No, we decided to go south, and we went
Okay,
south
okay.
down to Monterey.
Okay.
Yeah.
What got your attention about being in that area? Anything come out? The food, the people, or?
Well, yeah, and I mean everybody was real nice to us, but on the way down to Monterey, you could see all these fields of the vegetables and the fruits, and it was just like, wow, this is
What time of the year
just
was it?
fresh. September.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were they harvesting at that time? You remember? 'Cause a lot of times you see things that we're not going to see around here.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. It was
I remember when we were out in Montana. I
We didn't
remember
get
seeing fields of just piles of these red things, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And where we stayed, I asked someone, and it was radishes.
Oh, really?
Just mounds of radishes, and this was in September. But I thought that's something we never see around here. I mean, we may see a radish or two. Are you a farmer? Are you a gardener?
We like to do a little bit of that, but we're in a condo, so we don't do much.
Oh, okay, yeah. You have any like
we got
pot sale?
flowers and
Okay.
a couple little shrubs.
You have a green thumb.
Well, she does. She's got one more than I do. I inherited a little bit from my daddy, but I haven't been doing much of it lately.
It's so. I guess when I go to the farmers market on Saturday, and I hate that Davil doesn't have their Sunday afternoon farmers markets now.
Anymore,
I hope in time they can bring that back, because I think it's such a added small town USA thing to go to a farmer's market. When we were out west, we went to a place in a small town in Colorado. I can't remember the name of it. But it was, they were having their farmer's market that Saturday. And there was a lady named Ellen, and she had her Ellen's jar or something. So we bought it from, because my wife was Ellen. So it was just, it was just a, here again, it had that small town and little bitty place in Colorado,
like that,
and
yeah.
it's just, I don't know. I think they attract people, no matter where you're from.
Yeah. Well, and I tell you what, now, while they're out there getting your garden, be safe in this heat, because I mean,
yeah.
This heat's gotten bad.
And you're right. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated. It could save your life. We'll be right back, and we'll wrap her up. Doc's Cafe. Let's see what Cat LaFoy's got cooked up today. Well, but they're cooking breakfast for us right now. Okay, here's your choice. Shrimp and grits or chicken cordon bleu, golden kernel corn, sweet potato fries, buttered cabbage, Tuscany vegetables, and beef stew is your soup of the day at Doc's Cafe in Russell Medical.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham but we have been calling Essex City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard in Montgomery or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Tomorrow, old Cubby will be out here early in the morning talking about Celebrate Freedom, which is July the 3rd. Jeff Lynn, President of Central Alabama Community College, and Jason Moran, EMA Director, Tallahatchie County EMA Director, will be out here to talk about the weather. Jim, you'll be closed. Jim's Pharmacy will be closed Friday for the 4th of July.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Check out, y'all got a Facebook page.
We do.
You got Auburn folks on there talking on it.
Yeah, we got the students from the pharmacy school in rotation right now, and I like to make them do a video.
Good for you.
Yeah, we're going to do one on medications and the heat coming up. So, yeah, keep an eye out on that for you. Yeah.
Well, staying hydrated. We talk about it here on the show, but it is very important. It can, in fact, it can take your life.
Yeah.
That's how dangerous it is. That's how important it is. I even saw where an umpire, I think on a little tournament, a kids tournament, died. So
I say, hydrate before you dehydrate.
Yeah, there you go. He never ceases to amaze me. Thank you for being with us, Ryan. Thank you, and thank y'all for being our special guest on the front porch. See you tomorrow.